It's Saturday night. Tonight on Aging and Awesome,
it's Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Say that 5 times fast, Joe. We explain how important it is to get a colonoscopy and how it is both a screening and preventative measure.
Our senior spotlight this weekend has a harrowing story from the banks of Pearl Harbor. As he celebrates 99 years old, he shows us how there's serenity in almost a century. Manja! Chef Alex at Morning Star Senior Living and I are in the kitchen fixing some good eats to keep you aging and awesome.
You got me running wild, you make me feel alive. Ooh, maybe wanna believe. Ooh, I feel your heart and soul, perfectly in control. Put up and count in your spare now. So lay it on me, child. You know you drive me wild. You got me feeling like, ooh, she make me feel alive, make me feel alive. She make me feel alive, make me feel alive. She make me feel alright.
Happy Saturday night. Welcome to Aging and Awesome. I'm Joe Della Ripa.
And I'm Kai Sisson. We're back again for another week of informing, enlightening, and inspiring our senior communities and their families. So, Joe, you're over 50 years old, right?
Yes, I am. I happen to be 85.
Oh, looking good. Well, once you hit 50, it's very important to get a colonoscopy, and it can actually save your life. Dr. Eric Osgard at Gastroenterology Consultants tells us why. This segment is brought to you by Senior Care Plus. Confused about Medicare? Check out the ABCs of Medicare. More info on our website, agingandawesome.com.
Colorectal cancer is very common, actually. It's around 6% chance for each one of us to get it. So that's a surprisingly high percentage for just one cancer. I think it's estimated around 50,000 Americans annually will die of colorectal cancer. It's actually the second leading cause of cancer death in men and women in the US right now. So I think colorectal cancer may be the most preventable cancer because there's a difference between, screening and catching an early cancer and preventing it. So not only does colonoscopy diagnose cancers, it also can prevent it by removing the precancerous polyps before they can ever turn into cancer. Number one risk factor for colorectal cancer is age. I get a lot of folks coming in and saying, I take care of myself, I'm healthy, I eat well, I don't have family history. That's great, but it's not good enough. And yes, those things do reduce your risk. The idea of prevention. We remove these polyps every day, lots of them. Of course, most of them would never become cancers, but we never know which ones would have been, and now they're gone, and that whole story does not need to be, told to that patient. The whole story of cancer, in other words, it never happens. So we do like to emphasize the prevention aspect of a colonoscopy.
What I didn't know that I learned was that it's preventative in the sense that they actually do something about it. They can get those polyps, I believe they're called, inside your colon, and they will clean them out right then and there. So it's a screening plus a preventative measure. Good stuff. All right. The percentage of seniors using Facebook is growing and fast.
At last count, there were more than 20 million older Americans on Facebook.
Seniors should know that although everyone they know seems to be on Facebook, they should exercise caution and play it safe. Luckily, there are ways to protect yourself online when using Facebook. All it takes is some common sense and a few tips. Lend a Hand's Shannon Benetti has more.
Facebook is used by billions of people around the world, including many seniors. In fact, it's estimated more than 20 million older Americans use the site for sharing photos and staying in touch with family and friends. Here are a few things you should know to protect yourself online. Number 1, beware of links that ask for personal information. Never share your credit card number or other important data. Criminals may be trying to steal your identity. Number 2, review your privacy settings. You have complete control over who sees your profile. Just click on the Settings tab, then select the Privacy button. You can set it to public, friends, specific friends, or even exclude certain people from seeing your page. Number 3, Never accept friend requests from people you don't know. Treat Facebook just like you would treat real life. If you don't know someone who's requesting to be your friend, be cautious. Number 4, never post vacation or travel plans. That's an open invitation for intruders and burglars to visit your home when it's empty. Wait till you're back home to share details about your awesome trip. And number 5, don't forget, Facebook is for your enjoyment. Don't let the threat of hackers or bad guys ruin the party. Log on and like our Facebook page, Aging and Awesome, for more great tips, plus a weekly preview of what's to come on our show.
Joe, are you on Facebook?
I am not, and I know of many people who are, and they have discussed some of the problems with me about the Facebook, and someone that can get on your computer and actually take over on things that they shouldn't. So I'll let you tell us more about it.
Joe, I know you don't really like all the electronics anyway, but you're getting better. I'm teaching her as she goes. You're doing good.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next on Aging and Awesome.
Our senior spotlight just celebrated a big birthday, and the secret to his long life is the love of his life. His story next.
And when duty led to the ultimate sacrifice, a nation kept its promise. We are heading to the panhandle of Florida, where a family's search to find their hometown hero's remains has finally come to an end. Their story of persistence and passion to leave no man behind after the break.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by The Continuum. They provide rehabilitation therapies and wellness programs, including an adult day club. Call The Continuum at 829-4700 for more info.
At Senior Care Plus, we're more than just a Medicare Advantage plan. We're your local experts in helping you understand the facts about Medicare so you can make the best decision for your health. Confused about Medicare? Then you'll want to attend our educational seminar on the ABCs of Medicare. This is not a sales meeting. It is a free seminar where you'll learn about all of your Medicare options so you can make the right choice. ABCs of Medicare. Reserve your seat today. Call or visit seniorcareplus.com.
At Caring Transitions, we often hear people say they wish they had heard of us years earlier. Relocating and downsizing can be stressful and overwhelming. As the nation's largest professional resource for household liquidation, we offer a total solution to handle every aspect of your move. Maybe you're looking to have an estate sale, downsize to a smaller home, or simply reduce years of clutter. Our experts can help. Contact Caring Transitions. We can help make life easier for your family.
Life is story. Pages of amazing adventure and narrow escapes. Bold steps taken, races run, chapters on love and hard lessons and new beginnings. Your life, your legacy, our privilege to serve. Morningstar Senior Living.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Caring Transitions. They can help you or a loved one with downsizing, relocation, and estate sales. Call Caring Transitions today.
Welcome back from the shores of Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941. Richard Laubert survived one of the most horrific days in American history.
But his life now, he says, couldn't be better, surrounded by loved ones, on a milestone as bold as his heroism in World War II, turning 99 years old. Wow. Let's head over to Morningstar Senior Living and meet Richard Laubert for this week's Senior Spotlight.
As the old saying goes, some things are just better with age. For Richard Laubert, his 99th birthday party might be his best one yet. Surrounded by family and his friends at Morningstar, Richard can't believe he made it to nearly a century.
How about that?
And the truth is, he shouldn't have. Sunday, December 7th, 1941. The attack on Pearl Harbor was one of the most devastating days in American history. Richard was there and is able to recall that Sunday as if it were last Sunday.
Walking back to the barracks from the shoreline, I had looked around behind me. I heard this sound, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. I kept hearing the sound of it, and it kept getting louder and louder. This plane was on fire. Fire was shooting out of the nose of the plane, and it was following right in the path where another sailor and myself were walking. Well, it just about got to me when all of a sudden the bomber took a nosedive on the tennis court right in front of my barracks. It had a 500-pound bomb, went right straight through the cement tennis court. That was the only damage it does. Parts flew all over. But luckily, I was behind the falling of it and not ahead of it, or else I wouldn't be sitting here.
But on this special day, a decorated sailor became a decorated birthday boy.
So I want to talk about, what do you call these things? What is this?
Oh, they put my son-in-law, he sent away for this banner.
You didn't approve of that?
I let him put it on, but I said, "Are you sure this is necessary?"
It says 99, never looked this good.
Right.
Richard didn't ask for anything on his birthday, but says he got more than he ever could have wanted. His wife, Emma, of 73 years.
And she's the nicest person I ever met. She's a great lady. Pretty hard to beat somebody when you can't find a fault with them.
No faults? She's perfect?
No fault. She's as near as perfect as they're gonna get.
73 years of marriage amazes everyone he tells.
73 years ago.
73.
Oh, wow.
They live together in an apartment at Morningstar Senior Living in Sparks.
I like your room. It's pretty quaint.
Well, I'm a quaint guy.
Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
And if not many more.
I've done everything there is to do that's worthwhile. I've been really so lucky in my life.
A life well lived. A wife well loved. And a country well served.
The party was really a huge success. There were family members, people that live at Morningstar were there, and everybody, the mood was very festive, and everybody there was just happy to share this wonderful moment with the family. It was very, very good.
I love how Richard got a big smooch from his wife. That's one of my favorite parts of that story. It was cute. All right. In the small Florida panhandle town of Defuniak Springs, the mystery of the whereabouts of their World War II hometown heroes remains puzzled family members for 7 decades.
But because of their persistence and our great country's promise to leave no man behind, First Lieutenant Ewart Sconyers made his way home. Kai got the opportunity to meet him, and he tells their story.
Right face.
We start here on a sunny January afternoon in 2018. A war hero, First Lieutenant Ewart Sconyers, was buried in his hometown in the panhandle of Florida, Defuniak Springs.
Ready? Center. Face. Ready? Down.
74 years ago to the day, it was the same story, only in German-occupied Poland. What happened to the remains of Lieutenant Sconyers from that day on would be shrouded in history for decades, waiting to be unearthed. Until Pamela Sconyers Whitelock, Ewart's niece, was yanked into the middle of the unfinished story in October of 2008, one in which she was forced to fill in the blanks.
We were aware, but it was sort of presented to us. We never talked about it.
A soldier without a uniform, Pam led a group of passionate volunteers with a common goal: to see America keep its promise of leaving no man behind.
Thank you all.
In 1941, at age 26, Ewart Sconyers enlisted in the Army and became a bombardier of the B-17 Johnny Reb. While on a mission over the Netherlands, his crew was struck by German attackers. Sconyers had absorbed enough of his flight training to take over the reins and save the entire crew.
When he got into trouble over France and his
co-pilot was killed, and his pilot was so badly burned and injured. It just was something in him, the bravery in him, that he was going to get his crew home. And if you've seen pictures of the plane, you see the windscreen is all blown out, and that's right where he was sitting.
Overnight, he became a war hero and earned the U.S. military's second highest honor, the Distinguished Service Cross. His luck ran out shortly after that. Him and his crew were shot down by the Nazis and taken as prisoners of war, where Scaniers later died. His family believed this photo of his burial was a lie. The fall of the Soviet Union and the collapse of the Iron Curtain in the 90s allowed U.S. investigators to slowly access areas that were previously off limits. Skanier's case in Poland was one of them. It was an assignment the team searching for Scaniers poured their hearts into.
I'd like to think that if I was the missing person, that someone would be working that hard to bring me home.
Several unsuccessful attempts were made to find Scaniers, but an online search changed everything.
I turned on the computer, waiting to hear from Jared and his team to see what had developed over there. I typed in the same search terms I've used I don't know how many times: Lubin, cemetery, Scaniers, and every time I did it, the same things would come up, but this time a new website came up.
That website, billiongraves.com, was one she'd never heard of. The grave was exhumed in 2016, and the remains were taken to a nearby lab where Skanier's dental records were available. It was a match. The Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency, also known as DPAA, was influential in finding Scaniers. They are a division within the Department of Defense tasked with accounting for Americans lost in conflicts ranging from World War II to the war in Iraq. Ewert Scaniers was one of them. Thousands of remains have been identified, and families have received closure because of the DPAA. The story of Lieutenant Scaniers has now ended, but the town of Defuniak Springs is casting a sequel.
He died for us, and it's really cool how they found him and brought him here, and how everybody cares, and they're doing this for them.
Yeah,
really
it is.
Cool.
It's really cool that people do care, because it could be easy to just not care and be like, oh yeah, he died, well, whatever.
The Greatest Generation, forever impacting this one.
For more information on how to watch the full-length feature documentary Finding Scaniers, head to our website, agingandawesome.com.
Still to come, Kai's Cab is out and about. Will we have another winner? I hear there are some smart people aboard. Chef Alex and I are cooking up a great dish. It's healthy too. Manja. After this short break.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Lakeside Manor. Living at Lakeside Manor means pleasure for the residents and peace of mind for their families. Take a tour of Lakeside Manor today.
Our story begins more than 60 years ago inside an abandoned chicken coop where our founder discovered a retired teacher living. No home, no health care. So she said no to this injustice and yes to transforming lives. It's this drive, this compassion that inspired AARP. Today, we empower people to choose how they live as they age. We advocate for health and financial security. We strengthen communities everywhere. We are AARP Nevada, creating real possibilities.
Hi, I'm Laura. My grandkids love to come hiking with us. And now, I don't miss a moment with them, thanks to Miracle Ear. When I went in for my free hearing evaluation, my hearing specialist did tests to find out if I even had hearing loss. It turns out I did. And I'm not alone.
Visit one of our Northern Nevada locations in Reno, Sparks, and Carson City. 775-331-2500.
Someone you love needs a little help with the ins and outs of day-to-day living. A friendly companion right at their door. A personal touch, now that's caregiving. Call on us at Lend a Hand. We're locally owned, a family business. Lend a hand, lend a hand. Our caregivers make the difference.
On Kai's Cab today is one of my favorites, Ruth of Morningstar Senior Living. Ruth, good to see you again.
Thank you.
You frequent Kai's Cab, and I love you.
And I love you right back.
Yes. Mwah! All right. Well, Ruth. Let's ask you some trivia questions. If you get 3 out of 4 right, you are a winner of Kai's Cab. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right. I knew you'd say yes. Because if you said no, I'd say get out.
Yes.
Walk back to Morningstar. Just teasing. Here's your first question. What is the mascot for Miami in the NFL? Is it A, Jets, B, Redskins, C, Dolphins, or D, Cowboys?
Dolphins.
Miami. Dolphins is correct. Was that easy for you, Ruth?
That was easy. Now make them all that easy.
Question number 2. Let's see here. What's the game that does not involve a net? Is it A, dodgeball, B, soccer, C, tennis, or D, volleyball?
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Ooh. When was the last time you... That's correct. When was the last time you played dodgeball, Ruth?
Oh, with my grandchildren, probably not that long ago.
Yeah? Bet you have a mean throw.
Oh, I do. I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, but...
You got some fire to your throw?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, we're driving around Spanish Springs here in just outside of Morningstar. Lots of new houses, my goodness gracious.
Yes, there are.
Ooh, this one, let's see if you get this one right. Question number 3 for you, which if you get right, Ruth, you're the winner of Kai's Cab. You got to get 3 out of 4 right. So here's your third question. Which is not a kind of tree? Is it A, maple, B, bushwell, C, oak, or D, birch?
B.
You're right, bushwell. Bushwell is not a kind of tree. Wow, I'm kind of mad, Ruth. Not that I wanted you to lose Kai's Cab.
Yeah, right.
But the questions you got at random were the easy ones.
No, mine were hard. John's were easy.
We're going to give Ruth a 4th question here because I think the ones she got at random were way too easy. Ruth, here's your 4th bonus question. Let's see if you get it right. Where does the Tanner family live from the TV show Full House?
San Francisco.
No! That's right. You're right.
I know.
You watched that show? I want to stump you.
But John told me the answer.
You're kidding me. You seniors, you talk.
And he got wrong.
Forget it. You're a winner of Kai's Cab, Ruth. I can't stop you for nothing. These seniors, they talk.
Aging and Awesome is brought to you by Lend a Hand in Home Care and Transportation, compassion-driven quality care in Northern Nevada for 26 years. Call Lend a Hand today for personal care, light housekeeping, meal preparation, and more. Lend a Hand, where our caregivers make the difference.
Well, here we are at Morningstar. Here we are with Chef Alex. What have you got for us today, Chef?
Well, today we have some fresh salmon, came in yesterday, straight from the bay. Here at Morningstar, we got everything delivered fresh. We have some fresh pineapple, some fresh mango, some fresh peppers, papaya, throwing in a little secret for you guys. It's gonna be a very good salmon dish.
I know that's true. And I want to say that in Italy, we have a saying, it says, mangia che si fa forte. It means eat and you will be strong. And that's my word for the day.
As you can see, I have some pineapple, mango, strawberry, and papaya mix. There's nothing in it, just all fresh fruit. We're gonna finish it up with some onions, some peppers, some lime juice, and we're gonna put it right over the salmon.
All right.
Are you ready to taste how good it's gonna be?
Yes.
Okay, let's get started then. Let's finish these onions right here. We're gonna bring it over here. Throw some in there. It's gonna smell good.
All right. Looking better already. Very nice. And the colors are beautiful too. They all blend.
They all
very
go
well.
together.
They blend. And when you get them in your tummy, they'll all blend again.
Let's do some.
So what's the difference between the red peppers and the green peppers, taste-wise?
So apparently there is a male and female pepper as well.
Wow.
People describe a pepper as having 3 or 4 nubs at the bottom.
Okay.
Red peppers are usually eaten better fresh because they're sweeter. There's a sweetness of the pepper in there. Green is better for cooked. If you cook the green pepper, is much better.
It has a better flavor.
It releases the flavors
Flavor
better
comes
than
out.
the red. Just some lime.
And the lime, I think the lime's very important. Very good.
Let's do some lime.
I wish you could smell the aroma. The aroma is getting to me.
And as far as we go, presentation-wise, you would just scoop up some of this, put on top.
Oh, and that's what you would have right in the dining room. Fresh and tasty.
Here at Morningstar, we don't let a dish we don't taste.
Oh, okay.
So you taste it, you let me know what you think it needs. Good.
Excellent, Chef. You have done a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Where Alex would want people to know how good it is for you to eat this type of food, how our bodies can digest much easier than having like a big heavy steak, and this fills your appetite. Plus, which it looks beautiful, and it's good for you, and that's the way it should be. That's what our good food should be: healthy and beautiful, and makes you feel beautiful.
This would be way healthier than a steak. The only reason would be because the protein breaks down faster, so we try to serve fishes at night, light meals at night, so nobody feels not in the right place where they should be.
That makes a lot of sense. That's very good advice. And now can I get to eat some more fish? Yes, the food was very good. We had a smoked salmon, and the chef had made up a fruit. It was kind of like a
tropical,
tropical fruit that you put on top of the fish, and it was papaya, apple, pineapple, mangoes, and a lot of good stuff.
Oh,
and
it was good.
We sure enjoyed having it.
Yes, we did. All right, that's our show. Thanks so much for watching Aging and Awesome. We'll be back next week, 7 p.m. right here on 2 News.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you want more information on anything you saw on the show, just head to our website, agingandawesome.com.
Our challenge for you this week, we showed you a few great American heroes tonight. Thank a veteran next time you see one around.
See you all next week. Bye.
1, 2, 3. Listen.
Next week on Aging and Awesome, Joe goes on a date. For someone as spunky, fun, and positive as her, there's gotta be a bachelor looking for the same. It's an episode you won't want to miss. See you next Saturday at 7 for Aging and Awesome.
Jolly good show.